No Pro Dave here, fresh off the struggle bus, messing with ATSR EVO. I think I haven't figured out how to add a custom device and get the ATSR color themes working on the wheel. So this is going to be very brief as I can make it, and it's simple tutorial, not in-depth by any means. If you want more in-depth for adding Arduino, go look at Grayze Dynamics video, Ray. But mine is going to be just for the simpletons among us like me, just to get a device added and have the colors be correct and symmetric for the theme. So obviously right now it's in beta, so you have to be a member if you want to use this. So go to the ATSR Discord and Ko-Fi and sign up, become a member, and then you'll get access to the plugin. So I'm not going to delete mine like Ray did in his video, because please don't make me redo it. I'm not going to redo it, but we'll start over. So the first thing you need to do is add device. And you're going to want to add a universal wheel profile. And what you're going to need to know for your wheel is you're going to need to know the LED assignments per LED, and then you're going to need to know the button IDs, and I'll show you how to find that stuff. So it's no screen, so it's GT style. Next, and we have 7 lights on this side, 7 lights on this side, so you're going to add 7. Spacing doesn't matter, you can't even space them because it's too much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have 4 encoders, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. That's it for this screen. No telemetry LEDs, so I don't have to personally mess with that. Next, luckily for me, F Pro shows up in the screen, so I don't have to go diving into the vendor and product ID device manager route. You can also see that in Ray's video if you need to find these numbers if your device isn't in here. So we have it for me. I'm lucky. Next. So this is where it gets tricky. First of all, this light has to be 0. It's not 1. So if you don't know the LED assignments, there's a couple ways to find it. Alex was answering some questions. Thank you, Alex, for me earlier. And he said one way you can do it is add a static effect to the wheel, and then you can cycle through each assignment, and it'll go in order of how the wheel is set up. So that's one way to do it. Man, I wish. I'm gonna X out of this. We'll start over. Yeah, I think we can. No, we don't need to say it. I'll do it over. So if you go to devices and you go to your wheel, which should already be installed because you've already been using it, go to the default profile, and if you hit edit, it brings this screen up. Now this is correct. Okay, you can't see my finger there. So these are the correct assignments for the LEDs right here on the screen. It's one way you can do it. But note, like Alex told me earlier in the ATSR Discord, the first one has to be 1. So instead of 1, this is going to be 0. Instead of 2, this is going to be 1. Instead of 3, this is going to be 2. Instead of 4, this is going to be 3, and so on and so forth. So you're going to wind up with only 17, not 18, because you're starting at 0. Okay, that's one way you can do it. If for some reason your wheel doesn't have, the ability to see this, the other way you can do it is what Alex said to do. Edit the profile, add effect. What did I do? I think I did ABS. ABS on, just pick ABS because it works. And then go into the editing of the effect and force activation. So I chose blue just so that all the keys would, all the LEDs would be one color, but this one wants blue, so just make it red. All right, so now start position 1 is red. Okay, if you go up 1, we're over at 2 now. Start position 2, and note it's matching with this. So you can check to make sure this works like this, but it's matching. And the one thing that threw me off a little bit is these flag lights don't have any way to check the button assignments, but we'll get into that in a second. So disable this. Let's go back to ATSR-HUB EVO. Okay, so now that we have that figured out, we're gonna, I got the screenshot up here of the wheel LED assignments. We're gonna add device, universal wheel profile, just like I just showed you a minute ago. GT style, 7, 2, top and bottom, next, pick your device, next. Okay, this is where if you don't do it right, when you finish and you load a color theme, it's going to be asymmetric, it's going to be all messed up. So you got to get this right. So 1 is, remember, starting at 0. 2 is 1. 3 in the picture is 2. 4 is 3. Now, don't get tripped up. This is a flag, it's not a button. It's 17. We can skip that if you want and keep going in order. So 3, 5 is 4, 6 is 5, 7. You can use the keyboard too. I'm in the triple chassis, so my stuff's all over. The keyboard's over to my left and my mouse is to my right, so it's not ideal for doing this kind of thing. 8 is 7. 9, I'm going to type it 8. And 10 is 9. Getting disoriented. 11 is 10. 12 is 11. And then going to the encoders, 13 is 12. 14 is 13, 15 is 14, and 16 is 15, and then up to the 17 is going to be 16, and 18 is 17. Now that's the LED assignments. The next thing you need to set is the button IDs, which can be a little bit cumbersome, but it's all right here for you. So go back to 0, and then push the physical button on your wheel, and you see this flashing down here. It just happens to also be button 0. That's just a coincidence. So now we have to make this 0, button ID 0. Let's try this one. Go to 2, push it. Oh, it's button 6. So now, no more coincidences. This is 6. And then this is where I got tripped up. I just didn't assign the flags, and as you'll see later, it just works. This is 4 is 20, so make this a 20, button ID 20. And I don't think you need to sit through me assigning all of these, but you get the idea. Go to your respective button on the screen and then push the respective button on the physical wheel, and then make sure you assign it correctly in the button ID field. Now I'll show you, the encoders have left and right, and look how smart Alex is, left and right. I was wondering, how the hell am I going to assign left and right? And then when I clicked on it, there it was. I should have known better to even question whether or not that would be easy once I got to it. So assign left and right. So left is 4, right is 5. Okay. When you're all done, we don't have to sit through the rest of this. You get the idea. When we're all done, export your preset, so that if for some reason you made a typo or something looks funny, you can import the preset back in. I'm going to cancel this because I have my preset. You can click Add Device. You can click Universal Wheel, and you can import. And there's the one I already made, and it already works. So I already have it. It works. I've assigned it all correctly, like I just showed you. Now, the next thing you need to do is download the LED profile, which I already have. So just pretend I hit save. So now, after you've downloaded your profile, go up to your devices. Mine's there already, but you know, you should know how to use SimHub. Import the profile. Import the profile if you already hadn't. Okay, so I already have, I think this is the Merc. Back to ATSR-HUB EVO, color themes. So now you can see that it looks correct. Everything is symmetric on both sides as we cycle through the presets. Bob's your uncle. Yeah, look at that. Look how awesome that is. Custom color schemes for any wheel. Thank you, Alex. ATSR, thanks to Grayze Dynamics for making this video. Hope this helped you guys. See you on the grid.